welcome to part 2 of the Fender Troublemaker Telecaster. This new made in Japan hybrid guitar of Telecaster and Gibson features. If you saw part 1, you'll have heard how it's constructed and some of the features and so on. So I won't go into that again. I just recommend that you go to part 1. So yeah, in the intro there, we saw a kind of a improvised soloing going through a range of gains and volumes and tones, and then kicking in a boost here and there and some delay to give you an idea of what it can do in that situation. I'd like to also do some cleans in this segment, but first, just one little thing. Again, part of this 3-position toggle with the independent volumes and tones is very interesting because it gives you, in the middle position, it gives you a wide range of mixes. So, for example, let's play some power chords on the bridge with this kind of a tone. But then if I go to the middle position and I'm just blending in the neck with about a 6, whereas the bridge is on 10, so I'm blending in the neck at 6 and some tone, you'll hear now there's more weight behind those chords. And obviously by changing around, you can add in weight, you can add in neck to that bridge, or vice versa. You can sharpen up a neck sound just with a flick of the switch, and it's good to have as extra versatility. Similarly, if I just kick in a bit of chorus, and you'll get this kind of a tone. And again, it's something a little bit heavier, a little bit weightier than an average single coil would be. But I think it's got more sparkle there than a typical 24 3/4-inch scale humbucker guitar. Certainly one that's made in mahogany. So I think that what they're doing by marrying the 25.5-inch scale, the Fender elements, with the Gibson elements, I think they're onto something. Certainly, as far as I'm concerned, it's a very interesting and versatile guitar, a one-stop shop for guitars. So yeah, it's interesting that when you read some of the comments about these parallel universes, it's called, people say, oh, why don't you just get a Les Paul? If that's what you want, that's not a Telecaster. But I think it goes beyond that, because it depends what you want from a guitar. And I think it's very simplistic to sort of say that this is a Telecaster that thinks it's a Les Paul, because no, it's not. And it sounds quite different to that because of the scale, because of the materials, and because of the overall construction and the feel. I mean, this is quite a light guitar, and it's got a very Fender feel. It plays like a Fender in a way that a Les Paul or an SG doesn't. And if that's your thing, I think it's good to have that option. So if I move now onto something cleaner, I'm dropping the pickups. I'm in the middle again. I'm dropping the pickups to around 6. And I'll play something... Okay, up to 7, right. Did I change channels? And if we go onto the neck, we can get some convincing clean tones there by rolling off, because these are quite high output humbuckers. So it's important here that I don't overdrive the input stage of the tube amp. So I'm dropping lower, and I'll play that same idea again. And what I'd like to do now is take it a step further into some very clean country, very clean territory, play over a band jam track again. So I think it's very early days for me. These are very much first impressions, but certainly as far as I'm concerned, and I'm not a purist in any way, this is the guitar for me, and the way that I use it and the way that I play. So I think, without dwelling on yet another Troublemaker Telecaster Part 3, I think it's good now to sort of say that first impressions, very, very promising, very, very positive. Certainly worth checking out if you are interested in that halfway ground between SG, Les Paul and Telecasters. So I will say goodbye for now and then hand over to a little clean band jam to fade. Until the next time, goodbye.